Hello everybody, and good morning to you. Well, good morning to me, but good afternoon/night to you, unless you're watching this the next day. Happy Thursday/Friday/whatever day to you. Today for me, it is Wednesday, and we are gonna do some work together today. So today is going to be a work with me video. It's been something we've been doing quite frequently in the past couple weeks on the channel. Now, just so you know, this isn't gonna be like an every week video situation. Lately, it has just worked out perfectly to do these. Today, we have some different work to do. Now, as I've said in the past couple weeks, I would like to kind of change up the work loads and different things we do in each of these. So we have a couple things kind of on the agenda today. First off, I am off to the gym this morning as I normally do on Wednesdays. There is a post office very close to my gym, and I do have a couple packages to drop off. Some of them are even going to you guys. I'm looking at you, Beth and Heidi. I have to drop those off this morning on my way to the gym. After the gym, I'm not doing the bins today. The bins is kind of a Monday situation for me lately. I've been trying to just do one day a week if possible. Lately, that's just been like working out. Another thing of work that I need to do today is photograph inventory. Now, I don't know how much of that I'm gonna get in this video, just because like that is not exciting at all, and it's just me standing there taking pictures, but I am gonna be doing that today. To prep inventory for photos, we are gonna be cleaning some stuff today. I know I have at least one item that has a grease spot to it, which is a stain that is so simple to clean. So I'm gonna give you guys our tip and our tool for that once we are cleaning. But also, I saw a couple questions in the last video of like certain stains and stuff, so I thought I would just walk through with you guys kind of like our arsenal in the laundry room and show you the potions and tools that we use to clean our items, because we have quite a few cleaning products that have really like proven themselves, and they're quite staples for us. So we're gonna do some cleaning together as well. I also do have consigning tomorrow. So my consignment store, as you guys probably know at this point, is Turnstile. Now, Turnstile takes all kinds of things. They take men's, women's, they take home, they take tops, dresses, all seasons, sweaters, coats, like everything. And I have quite a lot to bring them, as I do each week. Now, I consign usually on Thursday, and at Turnstile, you actually need to bring your stuff on hangers. Now, I know a lot of consignment stores don't work that way, and to a lot of people that might be kind of like weird or like frustrating, but when you're like me, and this is quite a routine for you, it has honestly become like so easy and honestly so handy. It lets them consign like through my things faster. Also, like I just have a stockpile of about 75 to 100 hangers that I keep in a spare closet, and I just get my stuff ready down there. Honestly, it's helped me because as I go through hanging everything up, I'm able to just like give it that last inspection, and if like I notice a flaw, or if I notice that something just like needs to be re-steamed or re-washed, I like have that opportunity to catch that before I bring it to them. So honestly, that's been really handy. So that's something we're doing today, as well as getting my stuff hung up and kind of ready to consign. I guess I'll just maybe show you like a few things I'm consigning, talk to you about like why I might be consigning it over selling it. Today we're also gonna stop at least one Goodwill just to do a little bit of thrifting together. I just thought we might as well, because my plan actually for the Monday video had been to do a thrift with me, so why not just at least do a little today? So we have all kinds of things planned. It's totally different than the last two work with me's. I kind of lost my entire Tuesday, which is honestly usually my bigger like work at home day, but that's okay, because today there is an expected wind chill of -6 later today. So I want to get home as early in the day as possible and lock myself inside and not leave. I'm gonna head to the post office now, and I'll catch you guys when I get there, and then we'll just move on with our work day. I feel like you can just see how cold it is outside. There's a little bit of snow on the ground, and all the leaves are gone, and it's cloudy. It just looks like a very cold day, and trust me, it was. So like I said before the gym, I was stopping at the post office to drop off a handful of packages. This is one of my favorite locations because it's super quiet and it's right by where my gym is. Also, they have a drop bin right by the counter and they scan the items in right away, which is fantastic. After the gym, I stopped at Goodwill number 1, and this is one that has a car charger, which is amazing. I love that I can charge my car at Goodwill's. It is so handy. I've taken you guys to this location a couple times before. This one is quite hit or miss. I've found some gems, but I've also had some really bad trips, so we'll see. I'm pretty sure I found Santa's actual pair of pants. These are some plus size vintage real wool pants. I guess he just needed like a new pair or something. But there's even buttons, I think, to add suspenders. I don't know if this is from a mall Santa or something, but I thought that was so funny. They also had some really interesting and unique Christmas sweaters up at the front. Kind of like how they do the Halloween costume section. They, as you can see, do a Christmas sweater and clothing section. Okay, that pug looked just like Mike. Right by the Christmas items, there was some coats and jackets. First up, I found this real suede Western jacket. I was so bummed with all the discoloration to it. If there wasn't, I would have picked it up. I almost considered picking it up to do a rehab on it, but you know what? I'm not going to do that to myself, so I did not. I think someone had put this in the wrong spot, but I found this Alex Mill jumpsuit. I have never found Alex Mill at the thrift store. There was a little bit of wear at one of the pockets, but that was okay in my opinion. It didn't even go all the way through. This was such a nice jumpsuit and super trendy in style. It was $15, so for being at Goodwill, it was a little higher price, but I thought that that was still a pretty fair price for this. I will spoil it and let you guys know that when I got home, I noticed a couple pretty irritating flaws with this item, so I'm pretty bummed that I actually did pick it up and didn't look close enough. I'm surprised I missed them, but if you're interested, I marked it decently low and I'm taking low offers because now I just want to get it out of my closet. Next up, I found this Bowden white denim jacket. I thought it was really cute. I liked the edge trim with the kind of crochet details, but it was $15, and that is way too much for me to spend on Bowden. In the blazer section, I found this Express blazer. Now lately, I've been having really good luck with Express blazers, especially these ones with these structured shoulders. So for $9, I actually think I'm gonna pick this up. They go for around $50 a piece. The blazers were next to the dresses, and I found this sundry dress. In the past, maybe a couple years ago, I probably would have picked this up, but it was $13, so there was no way that I'm gonna get it. In the winter, I will still look at the dresses. I just sometimes kind of flip through them and look at the ones that catch my attention without actually looking through every single one. Of course, this pair of jeans caught my attention because it has the spider off-white graphic to it, but unsurprisingly, these were not actually off-white. They're just some online, probably like DHgate knockoff. I looked at the sweaters as I was kind of heading towards the checkout, and I found this bobbly Garnet Hill sweater I thought was really cute. It was $13, so I definitely wanted to give it a Google, and I reverse image searched it. It looked like this one only goes for maybe like $40, which made me a little weary to spend $13. If it had been a little cheaper, or of course if it had some higher comps, I probably would have grabbed it. It is really cute. All right, so my last couple things, I got this Pebble brand, like kids plushie. It looks like they go for like $35. It's like a hand crocheted thing. I got this picture frame. I'm just gonna put a picture in it of my dad and I. His bathroom is like cabin themed. Oh my gosh, look at my car, it's like frozen. I got the Express and the Alex Mill, and then I got these vintage records that I think we're gonna use as wall art. I'm so happy I found this Bing Crosby one. This is so cool. Yeah, so I think we're gonna use this as like wall decor for Christmas. Goodwill number 2, and you can't tell in this video, but it was like a million miles an hour wind and freezing cold walking into this Goodwill. This was the first item to catch my attention. It was a leather jacket by some kind of interesting named brand that I had never heard of. I looked them up and they have some decent comps, but this one had quite a few flaws and was marked up a little, so I didn't really want to give it a shot. A couple back, I had seen a coat that looked very up Ryan's alley, this 9 West, and it was actually still new with tags, even though I'm pretty sure it is quite an old Y2K coat. Next up, I found this We the Free People. It was marked at $20, which is crazy. I am willing to pay $20 for very, very certain particular Free People pieces. This is not one of them. I looked up the comps and they were only like 50, so yeah, 20 is way too high. I went to the jeans next and I found these white Paige jeans. These are so cute. Usually I'm pretty wary of white jeans, but these were just adorable and they were in fantastic, like new condition. So for $9, I will definitely pick these up. They're wide leg, they have cute little pockets. I really love this style. I have had this sweater at least once before and sold it pretty easily. It's an Allison Joy Evereve, but it is so pretty, though I won't pay $13 for an Evereve sweater. I wish this was marked a little bit lower. I went to the blazers next and looked through all of them, and only one caught my attention. That was this J. Crew. It is J. Crew outlet, but luckily it is almost 50% wool, so 11 actually is a pretty good deal on this. It's the schoolboy style, so I think I can probably get about 50 bucks for this. Last, before I left, I checked the dresses and I found this Weekend Max Mara silk dress. It even has the real tag on it still. This is a pretty dated style, so I won't be getting it for 11, but it was kind of cool to see. I kind of just peeked in and out with some of the other dresses that caught my attention with their prints and with their styles. None were worth getting, but there were a few cute ones. Hello everyone, we are home now and it is freezing outside and we're in the laundry room. This is definitely a room that you guys have never seen before. It's really exciting. It's thrilling. It's thrilling. I'm just kidding. This is the laundry room. You are actually sitting on our washer right now. I'm gonna show you kind of our little toolkit, and then I'm actually gonna show you in action how I get grease stains out of stuff. As you guys know from the bins haul on Tuesday, if you didn't see it, go watch that after this. I picked up this sweatshirt for my mother that's going to be part of her birthday gift. As you can see, especially really well on camera. Honestly, this is going to help me out a lot because the grease stains show up a lot more on camera than in person. These are 2 grease stains. You can always tell a grease stain because it just looks like a little wet spot, obviously. But the secret to getting grease stains out, at least our secret, there might be other things that work, but this is what we use. So you just get any brand of dish soap. Definitely get clear dish soap. You probably don't technically have to for everything, but if you want to avoid things getting dyes and stains from dye, get clear dish soap. Actually, huge piece of advice, get clear everything. Get clear laundry detergent, get clear softener, get clear everything. At my mother's house, when we used to live there for a little while, she always would get blue detergent. It would end up staining all kinds of white clothes. I don't know why companies always feel the need to like add dye to everything if blue just seems like fresh and clean or whatever. But get clear. All of our laundry detergent is clear. Anything that touches clothes is clear in this household. So all you do is you take the grease spot like this one right there, and you just like soak it in a spot of and you just add some dish soap and you kind of scrub it in. So one thing also, which where'd that other one go? It literally shows up so much better on camera. Where was the other one? Did I already get the other one now? Is this the other one? There's the other one. Sometimes you can just throw this in now and like wash it right away and it'll work. But I've noticed with some grease stains, it does need to sit for a little bit. So just to be safe, I'm gonna let this sit for a while, which is fine because I'm actually not gonna start laundry right now. I'm gonna wait until I go through my consignment stuff because there's probably stuff in there that needs to be like rewashed and everything. Stuff is kind of crammed into bags and so it gets really wrinkly and sometimes I just need to rewash some stuff. That's how you do that. Sometimes again, if it's a fresh grease stain or just if you're lucky, you can throw the item in right away and the grease stain will be out. But to be safe, you can let it sit for a while. And I think that applies for any cleaning stuff that you use. One thing that I have recently found out about this trick, which not that it's revolutionary, I'm sure many people use and know about this, but now you can get dish soap as a spray. Now, this maybe is a little diluted. I haven't really tested this out enough. This is super, super handy. Obviously, this is more expensive than the bottle, but this would be super handy if you got like a good amount of grease stain or like kind of sporadic small ones to just kind of douse the whole thing. Again, I haven't really put this to test or to use yet. When I saw this and it was on sale one week, I was like, I need to get spray dish soap because that would be so handy to just totally get the grease stains out of everything. Actually, you guys might remember, actually no, that was on the second channel when we were going for Halloween decor, but I was wearing these shorts, some gym shorts out, and I picked up some Wendy's like dipped chicken nuggets that are like covered in like grease. Probably not the healthiest option. In the car, I literally dropped the entire container on my lap, and this entire leg was grease. Just like thick, terrible grease. This is proof that it works. This leg was literally just coated in grease. And these look great now. But what I was gonna say is this would have been handy to just douse these shorts in. So let's go through like our other arsenal of stuff that we use to clean, and I'll tell you kind of what we use it for. Another thing we swear by is Shout color catchers. So here's kind of a better look at like the logo Shout color catcher. All you do is throw this in with a load of laundry, and any dyes or anything that leak out, this thing will catch. These are a dream and a lifesaver. We will use one of these in every single load of laundry ever, because we all know reds, blues, sometimes like denims and indigos will totally leak, especially if it's the first couple times washing, they'll totally leak dye all over. And if you have something white, if you have something with just a white spot or area to it, they can get all over your stuff. So we use Shout wipes religiously in this house. We have backups all the time. We are like subscribed to the Amazon like auto deliveries for them, because these are also something we use continuously. Another thing we have is Woolite. Now Woolite allows you to wash wool items. Of course, do not ever dry a wool or cashmere piece ever. Please, I beg of you. Even if it's just like a mix of wool, like if it's a blend, don't dry the wool. Please do not. But you can wash wool items with Woolite, and I believe it just like, it's like more gentle, and so it doesn't ruin your wool. Now this one we've talked about quite a few times, and this one's really handy for me. This is Purwool. Purwool Renew, it is called. Purwool darkens your blacks again. So if you have something like these BCBG joggers that Ryan's gonna sell, if those were super faded, or of course like all I wear is black, and over time black just fades. If they're faded, you can use this instead of detergent, so just like one capful of it, and it will totally rejuvenate your black or dark colored clothes. I will say, something I recently found out about this is it doesn't only work on black. I had these like Lululemon joggers that I was gonna sell, and they were kind of like a gray green. They were faded. I found them at the bins and I was like, I'm still gonna try them even though they're super faded. I washed them with this. Those things came out like brand new. Literally brand new. The dye was like totally rejuvenated. They were super, super nice, like gray green again. It was crazy. Like it almost worked better than it had on black colors. So, Purwool, now the furnace shuts off. I hope you guys could hear me well before. OxyClean. Now this is the Tide like Oxy collab. I only have this because this is what was on sale. And so, I mean, I wanted to save money. But if you get the spray Oxy, maybe I'll put a picture in of like the normal bottle of OxyClean. I genuinely feel like Billy Mays. Throwback. Billy Mays with OxyClean. It gets the tough stains out because OxyClean literally does. OxyClean is a lifesaver. I learned this one actually from my dad. He had like got a cut and so he got stuff on his shorts. And they had some OxyClean at the house, like spray OxyClean just like this. He sprayed it, gone, out, done. This can take out wine, grass stains, grease, and dirt. So actually, Oxy honestly might work with grease also, but I will just say nothing beats the clear dish soap. But yeah, OxyClean might also do grease well, but OxyClean, any stains. Anything on any color. I just like, it is magic. It is like an eraser. Once again, you douse it. A lot of times you probably want to let it sit just to kind of soak in, but OxyClean is freaking amazing. I swear by it. I would say like our biggest uses would be the Shout color catcher and the OxyClean. Those are what we use the most. Obviously, like if there's a grease stain, we totally swear by the dish soap, but really like OxyClean fixes everything. That's what I'm gonna put on these red marks on my gym shorts. I don't know where that came from. Let's just let that sit. Otherwise, I mean, like we have bleach, we have detergent, we have dryer sheets. We have everything else kind of just like normal. So those are kind of like our secret weapons, our secret tools. Let me know if you have any laundry tips, laundry secrets. I know there's something called like Grandma's Stain Remover or something like that that a lot of people really like. I haven't tried that before, but I have a feeling it's very similar to Oxy. Oh, it's the first Wednesday of the month. My inner Minnesotan. We test our tornado sirens the first Wednesday of every month, and you just never get used to it. It's always like, what's happening? So yeah, I'm gonna do laundry after we go through my consignment stuff. Then I will, at the end, show you the results of the grease stain removal. I hope you enjoyed my laundry TED Talk. I feel like Martha Stewart and Billy Mays had a 6'3" Minnesotan child. All right, guys. Now this is probably the best lighting I'm gonna be able to figure out for this. Just because I have to have the closet light on to do this. I mean, I don't have to, but it would be a lot more difficult if I didn't. Also, if I put you guys in the closet, you can't see anything I'm doing. As you can see, I do have some stuff already ready to consign. This is stuff that I've maybe just had like sitting around, or I had earlier in the week or something like that. Some of it is stuff I pulled from inventory. And then I have all of my new stuff from the bins that I need to add to it. So like I said, turnstile requires that everything is hanging, everything that can. So blouses, jackets, all that type of stuff. Again, they take all season. So as you can see, like I have blouses here. You don't have to organize it, but I just do. I have blouses, kind of like, or like tops and blouses. I have sweaters, coats and jackets, and then dresses are right back here. And then I do have some men's. Well, so far I have one thing, but I do kind of separate out my men's too, just to make it like easier on them. They don't tell me to do that, but I thought that it was helpful to do that. So then the pants, I bring it in a tub. I bring it in like a clear Target tub. If you've watched a consign with me, I just reuse that same tub to bring my pants. For consigning at Turnstile, it's very, very style dependent. This is like Shein Sky. Like, I have no idea where this brand is from, which usually when I say that, you guys do know. Like, a lot of the ones I get confused about are from like Macy's and stuff, because I don't know much about what they sell. Honestly, Debbie or my grandma might be better about that. But like some are brands that I consider sometimes, like this is Cabby. And I don't really see that I would have much luck with this style. so I will give it to them. I have like a mix of different kinds of hangers too. So I have like velvet hangers. I have a lot of velvet hangers. Kind of anytime I find them in the bins, I try to grab them because I would love to at some point move to just velvet hangers for this, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way to buy them because I have enough otherwise. I just like the stuff to be presented well. So like, as you can see, I just buttoned it all. Of course, like I don't need to do that. I don't know. I like to have like a decent functioning relationship with my consignment stores because like if I'm nice to them, like they'll be nice to me. And like I have like obviously kind of built up a relationship with this turnstile, and like I know all of the employees' names. They're all super nice. I follow a few of them on Instagram. Like after a while, it's just like I've kind of befriended them, not for like any reason, just because they're nice people. Like I'm not doing this like I want to be their friend so that they'll take my stuff. Like, that is not it. But also it's really nice when like the consignment stores learn what you do, because like they know that I know what I'm doing. I also will grab almost anything like new with tags, bring them. Like this is Shields Staccato. I have a ton of stuff. So obviously like we're not gonna go through every single thing here. I just thought I'd kind of show you guys my process and just like talk a little bit about it. Again, it is very like style based, though I will say like I prioritize kind of like mall brands and then like athletic brands, which I guess could be argued as mall brands. I don't know, like this is Prana. I would pick up like most Prana probably to bring them, except older stuff. Like this is Soft Surroundings. Of course, that's like a better brand to bring them. If you go to the consignment store a lot, whatever one you choose to do, you will learn what they take more often, what they maybe mark up a bit more. Like I've obviously realized that they mark coats higher, which I think I could have guessed. Like over time, I've kind of noticed that it seems like Tahari, for example. It does seem like when I give them like a Tahari sweater or coat or something, they mark it a bit higher than other stuff. I've also picked up on like some denim brands that I otherwise wouldn't have really thought about much, like Not Your Daughter's Jeans. They do really like that brand and they mark it pretty high. Cut from the Cloth, I feel like they'll take pretty frequently from me. This is just Chaser. Country Gals. Again, I also take home stuff. So I have like a few stockings here. These are like handmade. Why not save them from the bins? This is also an E one that's just Target, but I assume they'll take them. Though I will say I've noticed like my home stuff is what makes me the least here. I found an ornament. But okay, like this is like Lauren Conrad, which obviously not a mall brand, honestly quite a cheap brand. I think it's like Kohl's, but like this is so cute. So again, it's very style heavy, slightly brand dependent, just slightly. Because like I'm not gonna be bringing them the stuff that has no label in it. I'm not gonna bring them Shein. I'm not gonna bring them Pretty Little Thing. I also don't bring them like Junior's brands really. Like I don't bring them Hollister. I rarely bring them American Eagle or Aerie, like very rarely. Isn't this cute, this Talbot's? It's like yellow. This has no size. That's something, a difference between them and Clothes Mentor is Clothes Mentor would not take something without a size, but they would at Turnstile because like people can try things on. I don't know if this conversation is like going a certain direction or if I'm just kind of like all over the place, but hopefully you guys are picking up some information from like my rambling. So as a reminder, Turnstile is a classic consignment store, like traditional, like a real consignment store. Like we call buy sell trade stores consignment stores sometimes, but that's technically not what they are. Because it is that way, that means that they will take however many items from me that they decide they want. And then once they sell at some point, that's when I get like my cut or my money. I like have to go in and pick up a check whenever things sell. And that does turn people off. Actually, quite a lot of people. For me, since it's become such a rhythm, it's not a big deal. Like, honestly, it works perfect because they'll take more from me and I can bring in more to them. They do appointments and that's what Thursdays are. So that's when I bring my stuff in. You get to bring in more, like up to 100 items. And so it's worked in a rhythm. So like, basically that's just like what my Thursday is work-wise. It's kind of been nice. I've established, though I'm self-employed and though like my schedule is very fluid and it's up to my like discretion, Monday's my bins day. Tuesday is like shipping and editing and filming, and if I have like personal appointments, that's usually a Tuesday thing. Wednesday is second bins day if the bins were bad on Monday or if I skipped because of like a Monday holiday. Otherwise, Wednesday is like take pictures, make real boxes, like kind of other work. Thursday has become my consignment day, and then honestly, like it's the nice ease into the weekend. It's like I start off with consigning. I'll usually meet Debbie for lunch because my mom Debbie is off on Thursdays, and then I spend the rest of the afternoon kind of just like wrapping things up. If I didn't get to taking pictures, I'll take my pictures. If for some reason I wasn't done editing the video for Thursday, which I would hope so by Thursday afternoon, but if I wasn't, I will like just quickly finish that. If I do have a second channel video going up on Friday, I'll edit it on Thursday. This Thursday I'm probably gonna film the second channel video. That information probably meant nothing to any of you, but that's how my life is going. I have kind of a schedule, which has been really nice. Let me know in the comments, like, I know I'm asking you a lot of questions, but I think that's how these work with me's are gonna go. I'm gonna end up asking you a lot of questions on a lot of different topics. So do you like have kind of a regular schedule to your reselling business, or do you just kind of like wake up and decide like, oh, this is what I could do today. Oh, like I probably could catch up on this. Like, does it change each week? Whichever it is, would you prefer to have a schedule, or do you kind of like the fluid schedule? Because I have really liked more of a structured schedule. That's honestly only been a thing for, I'd say maybe like a year, probably like about a year now. I feel like maybe last fall into winter is when I really established super regular consigning, super regular bins days. It's been nice. I do like having a schedule. I don't know if everyone's like that, but I think it's nice. Oh, this, like, okay, another good brand to bring, another consignment bolo. Lauren Ralph Lauren. This is really cute. It is green. It's trendy. It probably honestly could sell on like eBay, but nah, I'm good. I have such a love for consigning. There's so many positives, in my opinion. This is the last point I'll say while we do this. And then we'll move on to like finishing our laundry, and I'll just do this on my own because I don't want to just like ramble to you guys in the dark here. I love consigning. I feel like there's nothing but positives to it, and I feel like there are so many positives to it. First off, I love saving so much more from the landfill. I don't know if I doubt it. I don't know if every reseller like genuinely cares about like the diverting things from the landfill and the garbage and like giving extra life to clothing. And I'm not trying to put myself on like some high pedestal, but like I really do appreciate that part of the job. Like obviously like I'm doing this to make money, I'm doing this to be my own boss, whatever, but I do love the concept of saving all this stuff from like the trash or just from some desert somewhere. Having consignment as an option to every single week divert basically like 100 extra things from the dump is amazing. Add on top of that, I get extra money from it. Like rarely probably do I lose money on an item that I'm consigning. I mean, I'm sure it happens here and there, but I would say that is the outlier. Add on top of that, like it is so simple. It is just so easy. Like, yes, you kind of need to learn what these places take to make it be successful, but like, it is so simple once you get the hang of it, in my opinion. Add on top of that, sometimes if you go to these places so frequently, you're also gonna see some good inventory there that maybe you could arbitrage or find. Some of my best finds in the past year, I would say, are from the turnstile that I go to, so that's fantastic. Add on top of that, I feel like I learn more from it. I feel like I've maybe tried some more brands that I wouldn't have otherwise, because sometimes I'll pick something up that I just think is like so cute to consign, and it's like a mall brand, and then I'm like, you know what, maybe I should try listing it, and then it like does really good, and I find out that there's like a brand that does really good. For example, you just saw today that I picked up that express blazer. Only from going to turnstile and consigning have I figured out that like I can have some pretty good luck with like cute structured shoulder oversized express blazers. Super random, super miscellaneous niche item. I got one to consign. I listed it myself, it sold super quick, and I realized like, oh, there's like this big market for express blazers. Anyways, my TED Talk is over. I think there's more benefits to consigning. Now I'm just like, I'm all over the place. So I'm gonna finish doing this. Maybe I'll show you how much stuff there is once I get all this up, and then we're gonna finish the laundry. And then I think that is the end of our little work with me. So I will catch you guys in a sec. Here's a look at what I have hung up so far. Of course, there's a few things in the wash, and then here are like the pants. Ignore that we have Christmas stuff and wrapping paper all over. We've been wrapping gifts lately. Yeah, there is everything thus far. All right, everybody, it is the next day, and I am officially closing out this work with me. I ran into some hiccups at the end with like the laundry and everything. I hadn't realized that Ryan had a bunch of like wet laundry in the dryer. So then the laundry took way longer than expected. And yeah, I also didn't let the the dish soap sit long enough in the sweatshirt. So I have that like sitting for 24 hours now. Sometimes if it's a really like, if it's a grease spot that's been there for a long time, like say it's been dried over and over with leaving the grease spot in, it can be quite a bit trickier to get it out. And unfortunately that's what we're dealing with here, but just take my word for it. Take other people in the comments words for it. The grease stains come out with dish soap. Trust me. This was the worst example possible, but trust me, they always have for me. But anyways, that's all that I have for you guys today. That's all Mike and I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this work with me. I think it was quite fun to do a couple different things together, and once again, just kind of chit chat and talk about work and talk about just like the stuff related to reselling. It's been like really fun to try all these different things with you guys, because actually it's been kind of giving me ideas for possible future videos or just things to do or talk about. Let me know any thoughts you have. I don't really have another question for you at the end, but I asked some during the video anyways. I just got done filming the second channel video, so I need to like get off of camera for the day. I'm also hot. I was downstairs decorating for my creepy Christmas stuff. As you can see, up here is like normal Christmas. The basement is creepy Christmas. And I just like, that's the hottest room in the house. And I'm like, cooked. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the second channel if you're interested. I'll catch you on Sunday for What's Sold Sunday with Ryan. Or if you don't watch either of those, I'll catch you next week for possibly a thrift with me, possibly something else, but of course on Thursday, a bins haul. So I will see you when you choose to see me. Goodbye, everybody.